you're wondering, how do people actually make an offer? How do you go from an idea to an offer to then actually launching something? I actually just do it through GPT now. I use the O3 because that has advanced reasoning and it's really good for business questions and stuff like that. I have some mega documents I've already made. For example, my agency blueprint. And guess what? You can just go and tell GPT that, hey, I want to make a blueprint for my business so stakeholders know exactly what's going on. And you can make this. Just tell it to ask you loads of questions. You answer those questions, and then you will have a PDF there. Then I have 2 more PDFs, and this is just deep research from GPT. I can't even open this. It's just deep research from GPT about my business. And I tell it my goals, and then it just builds this. And this is through deep research from OpenAI. And it just gives you a whole, not paragraph, but a whole article specifically based on what you want to do. So I have a couple of them that has all of my goals in there and all the information. And guess how I built that? I just went into GPT and said, look, here's the questions, here's what I want, ask me all the questions, and then make me something. Same with this one. This is just, I had a problem recently where I was the face of the brand and I wanted to get away from that because I was literally doing sales and operations. And I have managed to do that now, which is a huge blessing. But again, guess who helped me with that? Flipping GPT, and GPT is just running my business right now. It's just amazing. I take these documents, I put it in here, and I just said, here's the task I'm working on. And this is a task I put into Notion anyway. And again, guess who made this task? Yes, you guessed it. It was GPT. Help me make this task and exactly what I need to do step by step. And obviously sometimes it's going to hallucinate, like, I don't, but who cares? It's not going to get it right 100% of the time. This is irrelevant. And for me to take time out to delete this, it was just not needed. So I just copied and pasted the whole thing and I'm done. Now I'm here. I made this task about 3 days ago and I'm actually doing this task now. And I said, look, ask me 10 questions and then we'll get into it. It's simple. And I've also attached a bunch of documents so you have more context. And it asked me all these questions, and all I did is I clicked this button right here, this button, to just record myself answering, and I just word vomit and answer these questions. And you can see how detailed the prompts get, and it's made me the document, and I go back and forth and I just really tweak into exactly what I want. The end result is an amazing document right here. And of course it's not perfect. It won't be perfect, but here's what we got. The offer is done. I can't present this to people. Of course, the whole point of this document is so that I can use this and tell other people what I'm trying to offer and make sure things are accurate. For example, Meta Ads Manager setup is not included in here. We're not going to set that up. We're going to set up the campaign, but we're not going to set up the Ads Manager. They need to be able to do it themselves. I'm going to figure that out. Now is the time for me to just tweak this because I'm going to share this with my team. This is a Notion. So I'm going to click on share button. I'm going to make it look pretty. Obviously, I'm going to add an icon and add a cover, and I'm going to share it with my team. I always include a ChatGPT link. So if the team ever wants to go back, or if even I want to tweak this and I want to go back and see what this was about, I can click the ChatGPT link. And also I do this thing where once the document is done, I go and actually put the prompts in here. And these are all the prompts I gave GPT initially. As you saw, I just copied and pasted these in here. I put them in and they just live here. And the reason they live here is because when I export this and I put it back into another GPT in the future, this is not enough context. It's cut a lot of the information. For example, for a good offer, you need to have scarcity. You need to tell people. And I explained to them in detail about my business. And of course it knows because I uploaded all of these documents that we actually have virtually zero churn in our agency, which is nuts, by the way. So Shakedown's been with us for 6 years, Chai Green for 2 years and counting, 3 years now. And this is 7 years. I'm losing count. Fat Buns, funny thing is, Fat Buns actually only joined 2 months ago. But GPT is clever. It's roaring since day one to make it seem it's been there forever, but it's not. This is probably inaccurate. They haven't been with me since day one of their business, but they have been roaring in happiness since they have been with me. Day one of us, which was 2 months ago, they have been roaring. It's accurate. It's not ethical for me to say this because people are going to think, oh, I've been there with Fat Buns since day one when they started. God knows how long in COVID times. But the rest is all true. It is still true. It's just bended the truth a lot to make it more believable. I obviously asked for Sabri Subi style of offer, which is, he calls it the Godfather offer. And Sabri Subi is just the best. So why not just use the best, right? This is pretty much it. It's done now. Next steps for me is to go and actually make the website and what that means is I'm going to share this with my team and they will go and set this all up. Then I'm going to review it. I'm going to review this before I send it to the team anyway. And guess what? They are also AI human hybrids. So even if they don't understand something, when they post all of this information in and they post all of this information in, one thing about robots and AI that humans don't do is robots will read every single word. They will even know that there's a full stop here and I put a full stop after the close bracket and there's no space. And if I consistently start to do it a different way, it will know that. Robots read every single word and they just do not miss. And humans can't do that, but humans are way more creative for now anyway. So why not just use them both? My team and the whole agency thing that we have is we are building the AI human growth engine. That's our ethos. This is our mission. Obviously, I'm not going to go through this right now. I'm not. This is not the video. I'm not to sell you anything. It's an internal manifesto anyway. But our vision is we're building AI human growth engine. At some point, there's going to be a $10 trillion company. We're probably not going to be that. But we do want to work with those companies who need AI and humans in one to really get things done. We're far away from that. We're not making $1 million a year right now. We're far away from that. But I just thought a lot of people struggle with making offers, and why not just show you my own process? It took me an hour, and then we're not going to just build a landing page and go ahead. Oh, of course, disclaimer, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I already know what we do. That part is important. I think a lot of people don't get stuck on actually making and compiling the offer. They get stuck on they don't even know what to do. And they think that they're stuck on the offer. So what people need to do is just go and do different stuff to realize what they want to do, then come and make the offer. Because once you know what you want, the offer is easy. I already know I'm running an agency, and now if I need to tweak an offer, or if I need to make a new offer, in this case, I'm just productizing one of the services that we have been offering for the past few months. It's been working great. Now I need to productize it and sell it. I need to make that into a flagship. That's the plan. I need to make that into a flagship product. So for me to make a landing page and everything is piss easy because I know everything's in my brain. That's it. Thanks for watching.